Welcome to Lehigh Valley Mirror. On this episode, we check out the area's alternative sports scene. See how community and activism has brought skateboarding to the next level. See a different way of using a putter and driver. Check out a hidden gem with international fame. But first, it's time for the Derby.
Today we're playing the Harrisburg area roller derby girls. They're a fantastic team. They're one of our big competitors, so it's going to be a really tough game today. Just the skating itself, it's hard to keep, the momentum going, and then to be able to add, hitting and then dodging being hit. It's quite scary. It takes the typical roller girl, I'm going to say about 8 months to a year to be able to be bout eligible. You'll see girls are going to wear on their head, it's called a jammer panty. It has a little star on it. Those girls are the only people that can score points. Then there's also a pack. The pack must stay within a certain area within each other, and the jammer has to go past the pack, and every time after the very first lap that they go around the pack, they score points for every opposing player that they pass. So you're going to see people hitting to get people out of the way so the jammer can pass, and then you're also going to see people assisting their jammer. They always think, these brutal girls, and that's all they do is, beat people up. But surprisingly, this gives us a good opportunity to show you, how different we really are. We have everyone from executives to, project managers. We have secretaries. We have stay-at-home moms. This is now our 6th season in the Lehigh Valley. However, we've been part of WIFTA, which is the Women's Flat Track Derby Association, for the last 2 years.
I read an article in a local newspaper for a neighboring league, and they directed me to the Lehigh Valley Roller Girls. I just dusted off my old figure skates, and I came to a practice, and I've been with the league ever since. I never left. I just fell in love with it. This is my 6th season skating with the Roller Girls. I've been with them since 2007. Experience has just been empowering, I could say, more than anything for myself.
Bouts are typically about once a month. The reason they're only once a month is because, with all this hard-hitting action, it takes some time to, calm the muscles down and whatnot.
We practice 3 nights a week. Our Sunday practice is mostly just a scrimmage day, so we get to work on all the drills and skills that we've worked on all week. We have injuries, bumps and bruises pretty much all the time.
There are so many injuries. Even at practice, we take practice just like we play. We've had girls that have broken ankles. Broken fingers is really a common one because when you fall, if people fall with their hands down on the ground, they get rolled right over. It's a contact sport just like any other, so you have to make sure that you play safe. And when you do get hit, you have to fall in a safe manner, otherwise it can get really, really nasty.
I think when originally it started, it was kind of like your alter ego, because roller derby started as more of the girls that fall in the cracks. And so you picked these, tongue-in-cheek kind of names or something based on your background or just something about you. But most of us still pick the derby name because it's the girl that's on the skates.
It's really cool that everybody can come together. They have, this joint focus. And it doesn't matter what background you come from. You're here to kick butt and take names. So
it's wonderful. We're very loyal to each other. It's a very close sisterhood with all of the girls, even though our ages are within 30 years from youngest to oldest.
The fans are very unique. You'll have some that tailgate. You'll have some here that we have Noise Nation that comes. It's a group that they just support us. They love us, and they bring their cowbells, their horns, everything. So
Hissy Fits versus the Harrisburg Area Roller Derby. We are here in the stands front row with Noise Nation, Jimmy T, and Dan Kale. So, what do you think? How do you think the roller girls are going to look this year? I think they're going to look very, very awesome this year. These girls are primed, they're ready to go. We've seen them scrimmage many a times. These girls are hard-hitting, very hard-working, and very dedicated, and we love them. Bring the noise.
We're fans. We love any sport. We love all sports. We love the local. We can't drive to Philadelphia every day to go to a sport, and it's roller derby.
I found out about this last year from Dan and Deb, and I came out to my first bout. I'm hooked. I love this. This is like totally awesome.
I blog primarily about roller derby, specifically the Lehigh Valley Roller Girls. You have soccer moms, you have PhDs, you have lawyers. It's not the roller derby of the 70s. I love seeing women in a powerful full contact sport. You don't see that too often. It's always the guys, football and hockey. I like also the DIY aspect of it. The team is totally self-owned, self-funded. Each member is a stakeholder in the team.
The fans that we have coming in are wonderful. A lot of it is family because we promote this as a family-friendly event. Because it is an all-ages kind of sport. I mean, we have grandmothers who remember roller derby from a long time ago, bringing their grandchildren and just having the girls experience what it's like to see women athletes.
People are really, they're loving roller derby. So it's a great sport. The ladies are doing well. I think this season, Lehigh Valley Roller Girls are really going to show the fans and everybody else how hard we've been working. So
it's just something that you need to experience. I mean, even just coming to a recruitment and going through a couple practice, if you really find out it isn't for you, you can still put that on your bucket list of things as like, I skated with a roller derby team and it was awesome. It's very much of an addiction, but it's a healthy one.
Next up, local BMXers take flight.
Hi everybody, I'm Jamie Kay and this is Save the Kales, a new vegan cooking show airing exclusively on RCN starting this May. Check out our first episode as we go to a tofu factory in Allentown and then come back here to the kitchen to make 2 delicious tofu dishes. So tune in for our first episode of Save the Kales, where we're making the world a kinder place, one recipe at a time.
Visit us where Lehigh Valley Mirror began, online at lvmirror.com. Check out our archive of fun and exciting videos about area restaurants, shops, events, local happenings, and more. See what's coming up on our calendar page and read our fun weekly comic strip. Also, see exclusive content that's not in the show at lvmirror.com. It reflects us. Lehigh Valley Mirror has some of the best advertising rates around. You can get a 30-second ad like this for just $50 when you sign up for one of our packages. You'll also get an ad on our website and logo in our weekly newsletter. All of that goes to a potential audience of over 100,000 people. Advertise with us and reach our unique audience of television viewers, web users, and mobile abusers. Contact us today to learn more about our affordable rate packages. Would you like to advertise with us on Save the Kales? Reach a television audience of more than 105,000 households and a huge online following. Maximize your ad potential for a much lower rate than you think. Call 610-435-1864 or email postsputnik@postsputnik.com to learn more about this great advertising opportunity.
My name's Dave King. I'm from Allentown, Pennsylvania. Grew up in Lehigh Valley, and these are our trails. Been building here for the last 8 years and just been riding my bike my whole life. I'm 36 years old and still doing it.
It's basically a bunch of dirt jumps we build, and ride bike, and it's a blast. You know, you just have fun, just build jumps. You can make whatever you want and just ride them, and it's real sweet.
Like growing up, we all didn't really want to play football or baseball or anything, so you do this, you do what you want to do. You don't have anybody telling you. It's, you know, just hanging out with your friends and doing it that way.
Jesus Christ.
Every year from the snow, it kind of crumbles the dirt like this and turns it to sand. So every year we got to pretty much redo every jump, rebuild it.
Over all the years, all of our trails have been built, hand-built, wheelbarrows, shovels, picks, and just a bunch of idiot kids, pretty much. All of us, just wasting our time, just like our parents said, playing in the woods. But then it turned out to where we created literally one of the best trails in the world, where people come from Australia for 3 months at a time to come here, England, Japan, Germany, like France, everywhere. You know, how many people you know is like in Australia, it's gonna say, I'm gonna travel to Catasauqua, Pennsylvania. Not many, except for the BMXers, they'll know if you ask them straight up. Pretty much what happened was I just started, our trail started getting pretty famous, and then friends of ours was working, doing the X Games jumps, and they kind of bring me on. I built some of the events that you guys probably know, like all the X Games events, Gravity Games were around for a while, some do tours, which are still going on, pretty much all the Red Bull events.
A lot more digging and maintenance than riding, definitely, for sure. But like, it's all worth it, you know? Like, you might spend 2 or 3 weeks dialing in the trails and only get 2 days to ride, but like those 2 days will be the best days of riding BMX in your life.
Well, the BMX culture in this area has been going back since, you know, early 80s. There's always been a lot of people that I knew that BMX raced, but it's a strong scene. Like, you know, everyone's like pretty much like brothers here. It's like, you know, you spend so much time together, it's like you're married. Pretty much married to this place for the most part. It gives some people something to do, and it's like a great skill to have, like be able to ride and build trails. And you know, I've traveled all over the world doing it for a job, and even just doing it leisurely just to ride other trails, and literally haven't found anything as good as what we have here, which is kind of crazy.
Coming up, we aim for the chains. Visit us where Lehigh Valley Mirror began, online at lvmirror.com. Check out our archive of fun and exciting videos about area restaurants, shops, events, local happenings, and more. See what's coming up on our calendar page, and read our fun weekly comic strip. Also, see exclusive content that's not in the show at lvmirror.com. It reflects us. Lehigh Valley Mirror has some of the best advertising rates around. You can get a 30-second ad like this for just $50 when you sign up for one of our packages. You'll also get an ad on our website and logo in our weekly newsletter. All of that goes to a potential audience of over 100,000 people. Advertise with us and reach our unique audience of television viewers, web users, and mobile abusers. Contact us today to learn more about our affordable rate packages.
All right, we're at hole 14 at Lehigh Parkway. It's a lefty hyzer, 293 foot. I'm going to throw a Star Roadrunner. My uncle grew up in San Diego, and when he moved to PA, introduced me to disc golf in 2003. Went to played against sports, bought one disc, and rest is history. It's referred to as passive recreation. It's not very exertive on the body. It's basically the same motion as throwing a football or throwing a baseball, and it's just walking through the woods. Most courses have easy walking paths or ways to navigate without much issue of terrain. So it's really just a walk in the park, just adding a fun factor to it.
Jason's up right now. He's about to throw a Star Destroyer. He's probably had it for several years, so it's a little beat up, and it should turn right for him.
Well, I'm the former president of the Lehigh Valley Disc Club, and basically in charge of the day-to-day operations of the club, maintenance at the various courses, arranging tournaments, and working with the various parks departments to keep upkeep of the courses or to make modifications to the courses.
All right, I'm about 20 feet away. Typically, it should be a routine for most pros. It's a great activity for family and to help get kids to come out and exercise, and also with we're getting more active adults playing the sport too, and so it's a great mix of people that you see.
Large organization that most people are part of is the Professional Disc Golf Association. There's over 50,000 members, about 13,000 active members. Then you come to the local area where we have the Lehigh Valley Disc Club with over 150 local members, ranging from, with a half hour to 45 minutes away. Locally, you get guys that come in the area just for tournaments, so they're becoming part of the club. So it's really a branch of the PDGA, but on a local level.
It's a volunteer organization. None of us, we all just kind of come out and help out on weekends and when we can to make the courses nice. So for the rest of the people that come out to either put in new pin positions or to make pass or upgrade tee pads or that kind of stuff.
All right, we're on 18 here. It's 359 feet. There's a headwind. And a disc typically goes towards the right in the headwind. And there's OB on the right-hand side. And Jason has just thrown a beauty about 15 feet from the pin.
If you're just starting out in the area, there's a lot of 9-hole courses around the area, Upper Macungie, Wares Dam, Covered Bridge, those kind of courses, even to Sales University, are fairly wide open courses that would be good to learn how to throw the disc before you go out on a more heavily challenging course. Basically, you have three pretty much different types of discs. You have your putters, which are more like your regular Frisbees. There's a smaller diameter, but it's going to go pretty straight, really easy to throw. This is kind of what you want to start with when you're first starting out.
Routine 20-foot putt.
Next in line would be like your mid-ranges, which would basically be like irons in ball golf. Okay, so this is going to be like your 3-iron, your 5-iron. This is what you're usually going to use from a fairway or from a shorter distance tee shot. They're a little bit thinner in diameter. The putters are a little fatter. They have a little bit different shape on the rim, and you kind of hold them a little bit differently. You're going to hold them with your fingers a little closer together.
We're about 70 out.
The last one is going to be your drivers. As you can see, this one is a really thin, really sharp. This is going to penetrate the wind as much as possible. This is for a high-speed throw. This is going to go anywhere from 300 to 500 plus feet. Something like this, you really are going to learn this after you kind of dial in some of these other things. Because if you don't have the arm strength to throw something like this right off the bat, it's really just going to go hard left forward, and it's not going to go as far as even something like this would if you get the right amount of snap on it.
That's a 500-foot throw, everybody. Dodo's is my workplace away from work. They have thousands of discs. Innova, Discraft, Latitude, all names brand discs are here at the store. I think it's camaraderie. It's it's a form of recreation where I'm not spending a lot of money. You're always meeting up with friends, having fun. There's tournaments, but you can play casually for free at all the courses in Lehigh Valley.
We want to throw some big events to try to bring real money into the city. Couple-day events, 2-day events, so that way that we can come to Allentown and say we want to book hotel rooms for people coming in, and also have restaurants and those sort of things so that we can bring money into the city, as well as see what the courses are and the parks departments are around here, because the parks departments do a very good job helping us out and making the place look beautiful. We're kind of spoiled in this area, I like to say, with the courses and the selections that we have, from incredibly long courses to short courses to beginner-friendly courses to everything. It's a lot of fun to just get out there and do it.
Grinds, trucks, boards, and ollies. The skate scene is next. Would you like to advertise with us on Save the Kales? Reach a television audience of more than 105,000 households and a huge online following. Maximize your ad potential for a much lower rate than you think. Call 610-435-1864 or email postsputnik@postsputnik.com to learn more about this great advertising opportunity. Lehigh Valley Mirror has some of the best advertising rates around. You can get a 30-second ad like this for just $50 when you sign up for one of our packages. You'll also get an ad on our website and logo in our weekly newsletter. All of that goes to a potential audience of over 100,000 people. Advertise with us and reach our unique audience of television viewers, web users, and mobile abusers. Contact us today to learn more about our affordable rate packages. Visit us where Lehigh Valley Mirror began, online at lvmirror.com. Check out our archive of fun and exciting videos about area restaurants, shops, events, local happenings, and more. See what's coming up on our calendar page and read our fun weekly comic strip. Also, see exclusive content that's not in the show at lvmirror.com. It reflects us.
Hi everybody, I'm Jamie Kay, and this is Save the Kales, a new vegan cooking show airing exclusively on RCN starting this May. Check out our first episode as we go to a tofu factory in Allentown and then come back here to the kitchen to make 2 delicious tofu dishes. So tune in for our first episode of Save the Kales, where we're making the world a kinder place, one recipe at a time.
Felt it was something that was missing in Bethlehem, in the Lehigh Valley, was a place that really catered to skateboarding's culture, rather than just a place where you can come, buy a board, buy wheels, and then leave, and that was the end of the story. I mean, we wanted a place that everybody cared about skateboarding and cared about what was happening in skateboarding. I think Homebase's role in that has kind of been to advocate for that, to kind of be the place that gets everybody together, you know, to do these events, that lets the community and lets the general public kind of see that skateboarding can be like a positive activity for kids. We've kind of taken on that role to just be like, hey, look, we skateboard, you know, we're not out there just running wild in the streets, you know, we're trying to do this in a way that's like gives kids the option to be like, hey, like this is something I can do in a safe and legal place as well. The idea behind the skate plaza was to create a safe and legal place in Bethlehem that replicated the kinds of stuff that kids were illegally skating. Basically, the idea was to build a park that looked like a park, that had the ledges, the benches, the stairs, the hand railings that these kids were getting cited and in trouble for, chased out by security guards. It's like, all right, let's build that stuff.
A lot of the obstacles that you see around here are inspired by obstacles found in street terrain all over the world. There's elements from Barcelona, Spain, just elements of like spots that we've always seen in the videos and magazines growing up. Some of us have traveled around quite a bit, so we try to just model everything off of the real famous spots all over the world. So, one of the things here over in the back corner there, we have the clamshell You know, right now we're standing in the volcano, as uncomfortable as that seems.
You know, we brought the idea to the Parks and Rec department. We're like, look, we want to build something fantastic. We want to build something that's going to attract attention. We don't want just to like fill a tennis court with ramps and say like, here's your skate park. We talked to the city about building something that would actually bring people to Bethlehem. Like, we have people that are coming from Philadelphia, New Jersey, New York City, even further away, who have seen the skate plaza on the internet and are like, I'm going to be in Philadelphia, like, let me take a trip up to Bethlehem.
Phase 2 is going to be expanding in this direction here. It's going to be more street-inspired elements. It's basically 2 large structures. At this point right now, we have enough money to build one of those structures. We need to raise the remaining money so we can build phase 2 in its entirety. We have the Buy a Brick fundraiser that we're still running. That's something we just try to push anywhere, anytime, you know, as much as possible. Be it in the store, we'll come out here, just skating, we'll talk to kids. Just make sure everybody's aware of it, they know what they can do to help.
Like, skateboarders are nomadic. So if you build something that's of quality, it doesn't have to be big, but it can just be something unique. Skateboarders are going to come to that, to see it, to skate it, and then they're going to, you know, shop at your stores, eat at your restaurants, stay in your hotels if they want to. So I think it's been a good thing, like a good partnership between the city of Bethlehem and Home Base and the skateboarding community to build something that is really sort of giving back to the community on different levels.
Everyone's always eager, especially the guys from out of town, always eager to make friends, meet new people. I mean, that's kind of what skateboarding is all about. It's one major thing you automatically have in common with anyone else who's on a skateboard, so easy to make friends.
But now that this is here, like, I'm seeing guys that I haven't seen on a skateboard in years, you know, since the shop first opened, like, on their boards again, and they love it. You know, now they have kids, and their kids are skateboarding, so it's like you see, like, this guy who hasn't skateboarded in years, and their son or daughter getting into skateboarding now, and it's all happening at the skate plaza.
Thanks for exploring the Valley's alternative sports with us. Check us out online for more exclusive content at lvmirror.com. And don't forget to find us on Facebook and Twitter. Join us again next month. Lehigh Valley Mirror. See it, live it.